Look at you over there in your cute little cult. Hello, baby dolls. Cults. You're going to hear that word a lot. Cults are just digital family members that you can choose. That's all a crypto cult is. It's a community you can join. We use the word cult. Why? Because everyone's a community. Everyone's a group of people. We're living in digital cyberspace. It's hard to differentiate. I started using this word, cult. I made it an asset word. All the way back in 2022, they were laughing at us. They were spitting at us. They're going to be wrong. Now, crypto cults, right? They are opt-in movements, friends. They're opt-in movements. It's very important. You're not born into one. Religion, most likely you're born into one. Your family. Your race, you're born into it. That identity. Even if you are on that piece of land over there, if you're in Americana, or maybe you're born in Antarctica, maybe you're born in China, you are going to be on a land, there's a flag. Everyone likes the flag. Why? You were just born over there. You know, if you go into deep outer space, you're looking at it, you're like, hey, so you were born a millimeter to the left, and you want to kill the other guy who was born a millimeter to the right, from our perspective. What about crypto cults? Crypto cults are something different. Like I said, we are in digital cyberspace. There is no real estate occupied. So we're coming into this world. We've never seen anything like it before. And people are grabbing in all the mind share. It really is a gold rush. Crypto cults, though, like I said, they are opt-in movements. And it makes it more difficult because you can't be born into it. You don't get given people out of nowhere. You got to work for it. Check this out. Crypto cults will shill your bags while you sleep. You see that? What a perfect storm. A perfect combination of ideas and thoughts and mystery and value creation and blockchains. It's what you want. The megaphone that you can always rely on. That's why I represent these friends for you. That's what it is. It's a megaphone. Because if you're just a low-level pleb, you have a scarcity mindset. When you come in, you just see a bunch of people yelling and you're not thinking like an entrepreneur. Most people, they come in with a nihilistic view. They say, oh, you're all scams. You're all Ponzi's. Okay, yeah, maybe. But we're going to keep growing. What are you going to do? Sit on the sidelines and fade us again? Okay. You're going to be like that guy who sold Bitcoin at 30 cents. By the way, Matty Allen caught up with him in 2021. That guy who sold Bitcoin at 30 cents, I think his name is Greg. He's still working his software IT job. He never bought back in. From 2011. He sold it all at 30 cents. He owned like 8,000 Bitcoin. That's wild. You see that? Now, crypto cults, the new asset, they've always been there. Let's continue. Buy into strong altcoin communities that exhibit cult characteristics. So we need another word for community, friends, because there's just a lot of communities out here. We have to start differentiating up the ladder. If you're early enough to crypto like 10 years ago, you're like, oh, there's a group of people over here. Just join it. Just join it. There's not enough doors to fit everybody into the industry, so everything just went up. Now, it's a different game. Now you have things like pump fun. People are minting JPEGs out of thin air hundreds of thousands of times per day, and they're diluting everyone's attention. So you need something that shows true proof of work. Look at this picture I created for you. The poke cult. You see? Celebrating green candles. We're playing on the word cult here. It's not actually the occult summoning Satan stuff. It's not. Because, you know, crypto friends, we're on bleeding edge. We are changing everybody's idea of how they think the world works. We are the young blood. Before crypto, people thought, well, there can never be a cryptocurrency. There can never be a form of money that people can own. It has to be government controlled. Okay, you're wrong. The paradigm shift just keeps happening. Look at the UFO community. We know that the US government has warp drive tech. We know they have 0-point energy access. If you're curious, the quickest way to get suicided, friends, is to make a 0-point energy documentary. And I'm not even kidding. You want to leave Earth? Go start researching the scientists. You'll be gone in 90 days. They even gave an aggressive form of cancer to one of the documentary filmmakers. Rest in peace. I forgot his name. I made tweets about him. Okay, so you're starting to see how deep this can go. Now, why are crypto cults good, friends? So the people in there, they will defend the temple when you're in the shower. Hanging a poop, they'll defend you. In the shower, scrubbing your knees and your elbows, they'll defend you. Doesn't matter what you're doing. You're eating dinner, they'll defend the temple. The soy cabal will always be waiting for everybody to drop their guard. Now, the soy cabal, you've seen them, friends. They're a cabal of scum, cockroach gut, KOLs. They're on Ethereum. They're on Solana. Tron came up, so they started moving to Tron. Then they went to Pui. They are there. It's a group of people. It's the same groups of devs. They do the same websites. They've made it like a factory. There's like a factory worker set line. There's a conveyor belt. They're just pumping out this stuff and they're dumping along the way. All right? So they will always try to come, and they will come for your cult. But there's a difference. The cult community members, because it is a cult, it's actual proper cult. Right? When the soy cabal comes, the soy cabal, they will be fighting off the believers. The believers will give them a fierce resistance. So the high priests will come and defend the cult. They will. Maybe Bankless got to learn a bit from how the PulseChain community protects its own. Maybe. Not even maybe. They have to. They have to, friends. It's life and death. That's what people want. Now, of course, you're like, well, we're all going to win. Yeah, but people don't want to feel like that. They want to feel like they're winning the most. That's what people actually want to feel. I mean, talk to somebody who's in a football team as a supporter. Don't worry, you made the top 4. It's okay. The football fan will put a fork to your throat and say, we're going to win this championship. 4th isn't good enough, buddy. We're going for 1st. You see that? That's what actually leads the pack. We want to follow leaders like that. You want to bet on people like that. Even if you're a passive person, maybe you like eating peanuts on the couch. You still want to bet on the spear, someone who's actually a spear themselves. Entrepreneur, bleeding edge forward like that. Winners. What if you plan on taking a holiday, friends? Well, your friend Somi will have 25 videos made when you return. You see that? When you're in a cult, look what you get. What an asset. Somebody stop this man. 3,800 videos. Where are you going to get that, huh? You're not getting that into vegan XRP, Stellar. EOS have 160,000 Bitcoin. But they don't have a cult. They just got a bunch of money sitting there. You are worth nothing to everybody else. The market's not valuing you anywhere near what it probably should if you had a cult. If the EOS Foundation was serious about resurrecting EOS, they should pay me. Put me on the advisory board. I'll get you the 100 billion valuation. First thing I do, we're making a cult. That's the first thing I do. Don't worry about the tech. Don't worry about the Uniswap fork. You can figure those out in 5 seconds. You got to get people to care. Because that's what we want, man. Now, check this picture out. Pokemon. The benefits of starting a Pokemon cult in school. I found this on Google. I don't know what the context was. I was actually surprised. And they misspelt school. I had to edit it with paint a bit. All right, so I'm like, well, look, it's a crazy world out there. There actually are Pokemon cults out there. Well, how about a crypto cult? What if the cult members change their mind? So you got to ask yourself things like this. Okay, well, good luck convincing Dr. Hexologist to give a prostate exam to the XRP army. He is Dr. Hexologist, born and bred. And by the looks of the XRP chart, they're going to need stitches. Once you're in, it's very hard to leave. And the best part is, in crypto, you can now bet on that. You can occupy that mindshare space. You can own the real estate. See, when I say the word bet, I gamify it because that's what it is, but it might lose a bit of its meaning. You're like, oh, you're just betting on things going up and down. Go, yeah, but it's deeper than that. You're buying real estate into something. You're buying real estate into value there. It's just that it's not physical. People don't get it, but you're buying into a network. So, people don't have a problem with understanding if I told you, hey, we're going to build a city, Jeff Bezos is in, Elon Musk is in, they're going to build a brand new city. And I said to you, hey, you get to own this 100 meter square land. You're like, okay, sweet. I own a block of land. There's going to be buildings here in 5 to 10 years. They're going to have businesses. There's going to be cars. You can understand it. But there's nothing there today. You just have the empty promise that Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, that they're going to do things around it. You don't know how the roads are going to look like. You don't know if there's going to be a pizza shop business. Do they sell pineapples at the fruit store? You don't know any of these important questions. But you're speculating. It's exactly what we do in crypto. How about escaping that cult, friends? Well, take a look at the PulseChain and Hex tattoos. Check them out. Shout out to Mr. Crypto Wheezy. Look at these. PulseChain, Hex. What a believer. They haven't even paid yet. They haven't even grown to the potential. It's already got tattoos. Think about it. Look at all these others, by the way. There are many, many, many others. Wild. Is it wild, though? Is it wild? When you think about it, it solves a lot of the things that people want. Let's continue. So, the tattoos. There are 15-year stakes. People stake on chain. You cannot hide that. It is literally a truth engine. They've committed their money, locked up 5, 10, 15 years for some yield. They grab T-shares, sacrificing the liquidity. Hex Kareem was rotting in jail for 20 days, incarcerated. So many stories accompany people who have had these stakes. And when they come out, they double down on them. You want to fade that? I don't think it's a wise idea to fade that. They are locked in. They're not going anywhere. They are the definition of locked in. Okay? You want lock-in? You got your lock-in. Remember, Bitcoin, friends, Bitcoin started off as a meme. First it was a meme, then it was a cult, now it's a religion. Bitcoin. Now, the evolution from the meme or idea into the community or cult, right, same words, and then into religion, or basically just mainstream adoption. We just use those words, right, because it's very similar to religious experiences. That evolution is the goal, to become a religion. And PulseChain is the newest neo-religion. There are other new chains. They don't have the mantra that PulseChain has. They don't have anywhere near the mantra. All they have is a promise of technology with KOLs that they've paid who are dumping in the background with their token unlocks. That's what they have. Now, you might want to believe in that for a cycle or something. Whatever. They don't have the quality, the substance of PulseChain. See, in PulseChain, when we say neo-religion, what's a religion? It gives you many answers to things you're seeking that you can't get in the 3D realm. There are many things I can go through here with you. I mean, friends, for example, there's 2 conferences per year. Look, that's why I asked the PulseChain community, show me the pictures of everyone. I want to see their faces. I want to smell them. I want to see them. Because it's the most powerful marketing. Look at this. Look at all these psychopaths. Oh, he's Tangent. And he's Migueli. And he's Gary. And he's a bit. And he's Johnny. You see? Where are you going to get that, by the way? Where are you going to get that? You don't have a single other coin where you can just point to little thumbnails and you know who the hell they are. Here's Dilly. You see? You see this, friends? Where are you going to get that? You're not going to get that anywhere. You won't. Good luck. But I know what you're going to say. Oh, I can do that for Bitcoin. Yeah, the $1.3 trillion asset. Is that what you're telling me? You can do that for the $1.3 trillion asset. Did I hear that correctly? So you're telling me maybe this $1 billion thing is actually relatable to the $1.3 trillion asset, huh? Interesting. That's a 1,300x difference, by the way, from today's price, if you want to know. Interesting. The coin with the cult has features that are akin to the $1.3 trillion asset. Interesting. Look at this community, by the way. See all these faces? They're all real. They all going. They went at the same time, and they shill the bags. 2 conferences per year. By the way, this is going to go down in history. Conferences while Hex was down 99%. While Pulse was down 70% from the day one sack. Okay? While PulseX was down 92% for day one sacrifice. You're down after 3 years. Down 90%, 99%. Still made the conferences. 2 times! 2 times per year. You know, you can't get this anywhere else, dude. Find me any other coin. Your cute little bizarro word on Solana. I love yous. You're doing great. I'm just telling yous, you look like little kids to this. Where's your staking lockup? Where are your tattoos, huh? You don't have them. Are you going to rock up on Halloween for the court case, huh? I mean, like, it's not even comparable. Like, I feel sorry for them even just saying these comparisons. It's not fair. It's like a Bitcoin maxi comparing Bitcoin's liquidity on the bid to like a $200,000 market cap coin that just launched on Solana. They should not even be put in the same sentence. That's it. So cults, friends, cults will enhance the spirit of the community by repeating a mantra. So that's like, you know, in Hindu, like, Om. There's something you repeat over and over and over again. And it actually, it powers everyone up. Boom! What's PulseChains? I believe in free speech. Okay? I believe in freedom of movement. PulseChain is real DeFi. See that? I made that. I made that. That's so good, by the way. I can't tell you how good that is. I'm real, you're fake. I'm real, you're fake. It works. It works. It works. I'm telling you, it works. It's just, it's 4 words, man. It's 4 words. PulseChain, real DeFi. That's it. Free speech, freedom of movement. They were the mantra, sacrifice, words used by Richard Hart when everybody participated in PulseChain and PulseX sacrifice. It's like, here's a mantra. You got to understand, friends, when this is happening, I know we're all thinking like, okay, I'm putting money in. I want my token. I want my token. I know you're thinking that, and I'm thinking that too. But you got to understand what's actually going on here, okay? Metaphorically, Richard Hart, he's Moses. He's got the rod, and he's gone into this temple, and we're the people behind. And he's turned around and he says, you will have the fountain of youth. You are going to get mana from the mana pool, right? There's going to be endless orange juice for you. Your elbows will be forever sharp. You're going to have fluffy slippers to the day you die. They're never going away. They're going to stay by your side. All these promises out here, okay? No expectations, right? That's metaphorically what's happening. We will have this belief. And then he turns to the altar, and then he sacrifices something. And we all have to sacrifice something, okay? That's basically what's happened in the cult. And everyone says, I'll give up my lung. I'll give up my kidney. You see? Here, I brought oranges from my orange tree. The gods. The gods. You're laughing now. If I put the prices up 15x, no one's laughing anymore. All right, so I'm just telling you, I'm already acting like the prices are up there already. Because if I just make the prices 15x higher, they're gonna be playing this everywhere. Like, oh, that's what we got to do. And yes, they will try to copy paste this. All right, it's actually been my my fear prophecy from 2021. I knew. I go, you know what? If this goes all the way, it means we're going to get some big vulture copycats. You'll see. So, not like the little shitty ones that we saw, like actual cult copycats. Not like these are, ones that try to change the staking tokenomics. Not them, okay? Look at this, friends. There are even answers in PulseChain for these. How do I create value? Long-term thinking. What about this question? How do coins go up? Richard Hart, delay your gratification. Okay. How do coins actually go up? It's delay gratification. A whale comes in, they buy a big part of the supply, and they say, oh, I don't want to touch these coins for 5 years. They put them in their back pocket and they walk away. That supply is permanently chewed off the market. That's actually how coins go up. That's how prices go up. That's how value goes up. You see? What about another question? How do I get wealthy? There's answers here. Avoid trading. You know what that means as well? Avoid being a cuck. Stop changing your mind every 15 seconds. Make a decision and believe in something. And then Richard Hart, he says that, but then and he also says, I've got this staking feature where you could lock yourself up and you actually get more points, more yield of this system the longer you stake up. So if you believe hard, you get more points. You get more T-shares, you get more yield. You see? So, hey, I've told you about a problem. Here's a solution. It's all here, man. Now, whether you like it or not, or agree or not, no one cares. I'm just telling you that it's here and people are circling around it and it's making a lot of noise. 99% down couldn't kill it. So the groundwork, friends, it's funny enough. I'm looking at all these and everyone's like, oh, wow, this sounds too crazy. This is literally just Bitcoin. You know that? This is just Bitcoin, friends. I have the 2011 article from Wired. Okay, this is Wired article 2011. And the rise and fall of Bitcoin. If you type in cult, look at this. Meanwhile, a cult of Satoshi was developing. Someone started selling I am Satoshi Nakamoto t-shirts. Disciples lobbied to name the smallest fractional denomination of Bitcoin a Satoshi. 2011, Habib. They're making fun that people like this Satoshi guy. He made something. Just like people are saying, oh, wow, Richard Hart, hey, you like that guy a lot. That's how people are making fun of it. And they're saying, they call them disciples. I think the journalist was a disciple of soy. But, you got to forgive him because they've never seen anything like that. They're looking at a unicorn. They had no idea it was going to grow this big, right? So you can forgive them. But today, no forgiveness. No forgiveness. Like, Bitcoin did it. And here is your friend Somi in a Pikachu hat telling you, oh my gosh, he's just doing what they did for Bitcoin to get the $1 trillion valuation of an asset, baby doll. You might say, well, it's never going to flip Bitcoin. Maybe you say that. And I say, you know what? It doesn't even need to when you're only 1 billion market cap. It doesn't need to flip Bitcoin, does it? It just needs to go to 50 billion and you've made a 50 banger, haven't you? Yeah, haven't you? Is 50 times your money good enough? Not financial advice. What about 10 times your money? That's a smaller number. There are some people with their life savings in. They have 2 years worth of expenses in this. If they make a 10x, they can literally sell and they got 20 years to live. But they won't want to sell. Of course they won't. So, PulseChain, cults in crypto, they provide the answer to the 2 biggest fears that people have. Okay. Once again, friends, I always got to remind you, whenever I make these videos, there's always new people. Welcome, welcome. Take a seat over there. I make this stuff up. Okay. So I write this stuff. I'm here 18 hours a day. There is no other book. There is no other channel. There's no one talking like this. Okay. More ads just come. All right. More ads. Hey, thank you. 2.5 years. You're watching the channel, baby dolls. We're doing this for 2.5 years. It's just that he looks like Jesus and it's just funny. It's just funny that this is how it starts, man. It doesn't start with like a mid-curve guy. It doesn't start with an Adam Cochran 200-page thread. It doesn't. It never starts. I just showed you the cult of Satoshi. All right. So what are the two biggest fears of cults, friends? Not just cults, of any altcoin. Forget cults. What's your two biggest fear? Number one, the green candle fear. The fear of missing out. The fear that if you deny this green candle, that it grows 10x bigger without you. That's actually a big fear. All right? That's the fear. The fear of missing out. That it grows without you and that you've missed it. That's the fear. So we cure that. How do we cure that? We all say this to each other. I say it to myself. You're still early. We're still early. We're still early. Big things are coming. We're still early. It's human optimism. We always say that. You know, it's like, you know, maybe you've got children. Maybe they're like, oh, I had a bad day at school. Don't worry, it gets better. Don't worry, you're going to get better. Everything's going to get better. We tell that to ourselves. It's cope. But when you're dealing with emotions and hundreds of thousands of dollars swinging around for a person's portfolio, yeah, it helps. Now, what about the second fear that people have, friends? Remember, we're talking about what do cults provide for these people. So everyone says that. So altcoins, whether they're good, bad, big, small, they all say, you're early, you're early, you're early. That's the crowd charging up the Bitcoin candles. What about the next one? The next fear we have is abandonment. This is the red candle fear. The red candle fear is that the coin will be literally abandoned. People will leave. Price goes down, people walk away. So we demonstrate that the cult is not going anywhere. That's how we squash those fears. And they continue the megaphone. So you have evidence in PulseChain community. You have people staking. I just showed you 2 conferences per year, 170 content creators, 70 streamers. You see that? We have a doctor on site. You see these people coming in. And those are the most important things. But what people will actually look at is we'll look at the 170,000 Ethereum in the PulseChain sacrifice wallet. If you notice, I haven't even mentioned that this video, friends. That's actually there, but you don't actually really need it because look what happened to EOS. EOS, you can bring up its chart. It's not even a billion market cap. EOS is only 715 million. And look at its market cap here, friends. EOS used to be 17 billion. But they have the biggest treasury they've ever had now. So you have the biggest treasury you've ever had now. They have 160,000 BTC, one of the biggest Bitcoin holders. So you want to, that's wild, right? If you do 160,000, I think it's about 160,000 times, let's just say $65,000, whatever it is. My gosh, they have $10 billion. They have $10 billion in a treasury and their crappy little coin is only 700 million. See? The community is the asset. That treasury, the market's like, we don't care. You mean nothing to us. Okay, you have a bunch of money sitting there. It literally means nothing to us. We feel nothing. There's nothing to believe in. You know what they should do? Take that 160,000 BTC, pay me 500 BTC, and I'll get them to $1 trillion. But they're not going to do that because they're a bunch of soy boy little cucks. Now, you see, friends, it's making sense now. It's just that you and I are so early that we haven't seen this thing play out like 50 times for everyone in the market to wake up. It's only played out a few times. We're still early to the trend as these things are playing out. So remember, once again, cults, just like everything else, any other altcoin, we tell people we're early. We go, oh, don't worry, you're not FOMOing in. There's plenty of time to go. We just say that no matter what. Okay, but we'll tell each other that as well. But on the downside, we tell people, don't worry, man. People are going to be here shilling it forever. They're literally going to be here forever. They're not leaving. Down minus 99% couldn't kill them. So we are still early to this crypto bull market. But you got to leave some room for some leeway. If Jim Cramer gets bullish on cults, we're going to have to reevaluate. For now, we continue this crypto wave. We got Pikachu riding here. Riding a nice ocean wave. So do you see these, friends? All encompassing. Cults, what are they? Just another word for community. The problem is you've got 10,000 communities in crypto. We need words that separate the upper echelon. Okay, that's what we need. Everyone's got a coin. Everyone's got a JPEG. They're just very small network effect mindshare things. That's it. They're like just grains of sand. So as you go up, you become the cult. You become fierce, ferocious. It doesn't have to be angry and serious. You got to be colorful. You got to stand out. You really do. If you don't, you just get washed away. Washed away. You remember the guy with the Pikachu hat. So you move further and further and further. And the bigger the cult and the more ferocious they get. What does ferocious mean? It means like louder, creative. They demonstrate their belief. All right? It doesn't have to be like a negative connotation thing. You know, you can just have fun. You can have fun. See, we haven't even fleshed out everything in crypto yet. That's how we know we're actually still early. People are still discovering things. Now, people get confused because the discovery isn't tech stuff. It's you figuring out, oh, wow, people like making pictures and stories about their coins and then sharing them to other friends and family who buy in, and then they speculate to other people. They love doing that. We love doing that, swapping things around. You see, we're just discovering these things. That's what we're basically getting now. So now you get to see the true potential, the true value, right? Obviously, PulseChain's a religion. There are others. Find them. Share them with me. I want to see them. I want to see them. But you know the gold standard now. You know the gold standard. It doesn't mean like don't look at anything else, of course, because other things might be fresh. They hit people differently. But you know what you're dealing up with against now. Like you know. Now when you see another coin, oh, VC coin. Oh, token unlocks. They hit differently, don't they? It doesn't hit at all. It's just like, bleh. They got a bitter taste in your mouth. Where's your believers? Your logo's trash. You don't even like your logo. Wear that on a shirt. Where's that tattoo? I don't see that tattoo on your body. You see, friends, as each cycle progresses, as time goes on, the bar is raising. So it's getting harder and harder to do this. But luckily, you and me, we've come in where the bar's so low. It is raising, but it's so low, we can actually impact change. And for now, you're going to like, subscribe, belly button all, and don't forget he loves you.